morning, squad. It's 8:15. Leaving camp. I have everything right. Yeah. At least I should. I don't know what happened, but plantar fasciitis has returned. Which sucks. I guess there's been a lot of up and down, and I did take like a neuro the other day, so I think my body just caught up to itself or something. This Washington has been really hilly. I'm so tired right now, guys. I don't even know. Yeah. And it's supposed to be hot again today. And yeah. But you know what? I don't really have any plans for today. I kind of want to do 28 miles, but that's a long stretch. There's also a campsite at 25 miles and a campsite at like 22 miles. So we have options. Just gonna hike and see what happens. So yeah, let's knock out some miles. Alright guys, well I still have a little bit of light, let me just wrap this up. So today started off hot, and then there was a climb, and that sucked, and then after the pass it got snowy, which was annoying, so like I had to slow down because of the heat and the snow, and then I had to slow down because the stupid PCTA decided to abandon this section of trail, and it's just like so annoying. Mosquitoes. But it's annoying, like what the hell, like you're just gonna like, you can't claim that you're like the PCT goes from Mexico to Canada if you're just gonna abandon a section of trail, you know? Like what the? So basically, the PCTA. And then in that section, there was the ford, which was the river, that river. I suck at fording. I didn't get swept down, but I got there and I looked upstream, didn't see anything. Looked downstream, didn't see anything. Found what I thought was the best place to cross. And then another hiker showed up, and I'm just like, okay, strength in numbers or whatever. They came up to me and just like, if I see anything better to cross, I'm just like, not really. And so like, they took their trekking pole and like put it in the river, obviously, just to check how deep it is, and they deemed it shallow enough to cross. So they walked into the river, and I'm just like, okay, if they are doing this and I'm doing this, and like their trekking pole barely touched or whatever. But once we got to the deep part of the river, I let them cross, because like if one of us gets swept down, like we both don't need to be like in the river, you know, or something. I don't know. That was just my thought process, like see what they do and then like follow, and you know, so in case like something went wrong, like I could press my SOS button or whatever. I thought it was a good idea. They get across, it's fine, and then like, so I take a step into the deep part of the river, take a second step into the deep part of the river, and then like, I'm like leaning on my trekking poles, and like, my trekking poles are bent again. So they're not like super, like, I can't rely on them that much, and I'm just like, so like I was relying on them probably more than I should have. And then like on that second step, like I felt like the sand, like, I don't know, like washed away from underneath my feet. Like, you know, like you put your foot on the sand and then like you can feel like the water like wash like the sand underneath your feet, if that makes sense. And as soon as that, I'm just like, if I don't have good traction, like, then no. And like the water was starting to come up to like here, and like it was rushing, obviously. So like I was just like, no. I looked at the other hiker and I'm just like, no. And I turned around and walked back, and I'm just like, and then just like, try tomorrow morning. I'm just like, I will. And then I sit on this rock. I'm just like, I think to myself, the other hiker leaves. Obviously. Because they need to get their miles in, no judgment. Like, I'm safe, they're safe, we're all good. But I think to myself, like, I wonder if there's anything downstream, so like, I walk, because like, there's supposed to be a bridge there, but like, obviously the PCTA has abandoned the section, so like, the bridge like washed away like probably 3 years ago, or whatever. So I'm wondering, like, I wonder if this bridge is downstream, like, where is it, like, even if it's like abandoned, it might be something. So like, just not like a good way to get down, because like the river went like this, and so like it hits the bank or whatever, so like you have to like walk into it to get downstream. So like, but like the trail followed the river for a little bit, so like I walk south a little bit on the trail, and then I bushwhack down to the stream so I could get around like that bend or whatever. And then like, basically I scout that bend or whatever, so like the next part where that like next curve in the S or whatever, because like it immediately like hits the other bank, the river bank, and then it like swivels back and like hits it. So like I couldn't go that far downstream unless like I walk back on trail and bushwhack even further, which I didn't want to do. So I scouted that, and like there were some logs, and like, but like I was afraid to even go across like the shallow, like the small stream part, because like it like splits obviously. So like there was the part where I was afraid to go across the smallest part, and then like upstream, kind of where the trail crossed, there was a couple of logs where you could like, I don't know, you could see it like flowing over the logs. So like, worst case scenario, you could bum scooch across, which was kind of my plan, was just to like hold onto the log with my legs and like bum scooch across. Like I would wait till like the next day. I was thinking like, I'll wait till tomorrow morning and do that. But then I see like the older guy I kind of camped next to last night. I'd ran into him like 2 miles ahead, or it was like a mile ahead, a mile back. And so basically, whatever, like the camper I walked up on last night, and like, I'm just like, okay, like, let me bushwhack back up to the trail, walk over to where the trail crosses the stream, and maybe we can like plan something together. Like, I'm not sure if they would want to like ford the river or whatever, but so like, or like we can like cross, like hold each other and you know what I mean, like the two people, like, so basically you have 4 like points of contact on the ground, and like, so you basically hold on to each other and cross the river. I saw somebody do a YouTube video about that, but like the partner cross. We could do like the partner cross if he wanted to get cross today, or like I was down. I was at that point, I was down to wait till tomorrow. But like I get back to where the trail cross and I don't see him, so I look upstream. You can't really go downstream, and he's on. There's this log upstream which I saw earlier, and I'm just like, but like he had to like jump to the rock, and like I'm just like, I watched him do that, and I'm just like, okay, I guess that's possible. If he can do it, I can do it. So basically, I forded a small part of the river, so again it split, and then I crossed the log, and then like I was afraid to do that jump because like my legs are sore, and like you have 20 pounds on you, but 20 plus pounds because basically still have a resupply. And yeah, it took me, I don't want to say it took me a couple tries, but like I wasn't willing to just take a leap of faith. So like I put my trekking poles on it, like put my foot across, leaned over. I'm just like, you're gonna have to jump, like you're gonna have to like trust yourself. But I managed to take it one step at a time. Yeah, but I made it across, so yay. Hopefully that's the last ford. Fingers crossed. I'm so sick of fords. I feel like I'm in the Sierra all over again. Except for it's warmer. But right now I'm cold. I don't know why. Probably because I'm tired. That's why. And I haven't eaten yet. So my plan is to cowboy here. I laid out my tent so my pad doesn't have to go on the dirt. I'm gonna cowboy on top of it. So yeah, and the mosquitoes aren't really bothering me right now, so I think it's gonna be fine. So yeah. I'm gonna make some macaroni, and then yeah. My original goal today was to do 3.5 more to Fire Creek, or even 6.5 more from here. 6.5 to Malika Lake, Lake Malika or whatever, because Sobos and Trail Angels and pretty much everybody's like, that lake is so beautiful, you should totally camp there. And I'm just like, I want to, but like, it's 6.5 miles up a giant hill. So yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I am gonna blow up my pad, crawl into my sleeping bag, I guess it's technically a quilt, cook some macaroni, and then continue north tomorrow. Peace.